Hello and welcome here to some ValleyCentral.com exclusive volleyball playoff game action tonight between the Nicky Road Warriors, the Mchi Lady Bulldogs, and the Brownsville Veteran Chargers here. Now we'll go ahead and we'll pass over the mic to the house announcer here so that you can go ahead and hear the players and the singing of the national anthem, among others. They'll start with presenting the Lady Bulldogs here.
Number 2, junior, Number 3, senior, Myra Martinez. Number 4, senior, Princess Gonzalez. Number 5, sophomore, Ali Amaya. Number 6, sophomore, Lexi Juicy. Number 7, junior, Shane Wise. Number 8, senior, Abby Wise. Number 9, senior, Ali Amaya. Number 10, senior, Brittany Sanchez. Number 11, senior, Maddie Morris. Number 12, sophomore, Hannah Bishop. Number 13, freshman, Cindy Peterson. Number 14, senior, Savannah Sanchez. Number 13, freshman, Julia Flores. Number 18, freshman, Taylor Lopez. Lady Bulldogs head coach, qualified. And now for Lady Chargers. Thank you.
And so there you have it, the national anthem, along with the announcing of the two teams. Referees getting the net ready here. And once they're done here, we'll go ahead and get started with the game action here from Brownsville, Texas. Yes. I haven't checked it right now. Okay. Okay. All right, thank you. Hey, I just talked to Victor. No, I just talked to Victor. He was saying that they have to unblock it, and that they haven't done it. So I'm just gonna record the game, and then we can, I guess, have the replay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and record the game, and then we can have it up as replay because we can't stream it. So that way we can at least give them some footage. What's up, sir? I can't hear you. Is it? Okay. Yeah, I'll just record the game and I'll have y'all the file tonight. All right. And so we're ready to go here with some game action. Currently the score is Bulldogs 3, Veterans 1. And the Veterans got another point up on the board here, so that'll make this a 2-3 game. So then a 2-3 game will be coming up here. They get that one over. Nicely done there. So that ball goes back across. Bulldogs trying to keep this one alive. They're able to get that one over to the Veterans. Veterans with the nice second hit there. They get that one over. Bulldogs are there. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs send that one back. Second hit to the net. Bulldog point. 2-4 game here. Bulldogs are up by 2. Coming in to serve off the ball, we have number 12. 12 gets that one nicely across. First hit there, nice second hit. She tries to get that one over. No luck there, though, as that one will count for a veteran point. So a 3-4 game here. And 11 will serve off the ball here for the veterans. 11 gets that one over. Nicely hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they get that one over. First hit there by the veteran. Second hit. And they'll get that one back over to the Bulldogs. That'll land in there, and that'll tie up this one at 4-4. So the Bulldogs had a lead, and they lost it quickly. So that'll bring up a 4-4 now. Brings up a 4-4 with 11 to serve off the ball on this one. 11 gets that one nicely across. First hit, second hit. And the Bulldogs send that one back over. Veterans are there. First hit, second hit. Chargers land that one down on the Bulldogs. So a Charger point there. 5-4 game here. And the home team now leads by 1. So Chargers 1. Lead by 1. 5-4 game here. Nice hit there. Second. They get that one over. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit. And the Chargers send that one back to the Bulldogs. That one will count for a Bulldogs point as that one went out of bounds. So Bulldogs will get a chance to serve off the ball here. 5 is there. So 9 goes out so that 5 can come in and serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets that one across. Nicely hit to the Chargers. First hit, second hit. Nice first hit there to the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they get that one back over. First hit there, second hit, and they get that one. Bulldogs keeping that one on the Chargers side. First hit to the net again. The Bulldogs send that one back. So that's the second time the Bulldogs do something like that on this play. And she looks to send that one over, but no luck there as that one will bring up a 6-5 game. And that point will count for the Chargers here. So a little switch off here. 12 coming in, 25 going out, and 1 will come in to serve off the ball. So 1 gets that one over. Nicely hit there. Bulldogs unable to send that one back, and so they fall quickly behind here. 7-5 game going on here. Bulldogs already fell behind by 2. What does that mean? That means they got to come back and break back this game if they want to have a chance here. First hit there, second hit, they send that one back over to the Chargers. First hit, second hit. Out of bounds, good for a Chargers point here. 8-5, Bulldogs now trail by 3. Bulldog coach Dobb is there, and Coach Dodge does not look very happy with their team. Can't imagine why. After losing 3 points, you have to be upset. First hit there, second hit there by the Chargers, and the Chargers get that one back over to the Bulldogs. First hit there, second hit, and they get that one over. Chargers lost the ball for a second, but they still managed to find it. First hit, second hit, first hit there, and they get that one over. First hit, second hit, nicely done there. A nice job there. They get that one good for a Bulldog point, and a 8-6 game will come up here. Lady Bulldogs have 2 points to come up. They have to bring up 2 points to tie up this game, and 3 to be ahead. Nice serve off there. First hit, second hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. A nice second hit there by the Bulldogs. And the Lady Bulldogs getting that one back over to the Chargers. Chargers with the second hit on that one. They send that one back to the Ladies. Second hit there. They get that one over the net still, and the Bulldogs will be able to send that one back. And Bulldogs are able to get back on the board here. 7-8 game going on here after that ball was touched and sent out of here. So 7-8 game goes on. Nice job there. Nicely hit. Chargers wanting to keep this one tied up, and that one will count for a Bulldog point, so the Bulldogs are able to come back and tie this one up at 8-8. Typically, when a McAllen team falls behind, it's not too usual that they'll pick themselves back up, but that seems to be the case here. The Bulldogs give up 1 point there, making this a 9-8 game here, as the Chargers will lead now 9-8 by 1 point. and the Chargers will serve off this ball. So a nice serve off there. First hit there, nice second hit there, and they get that one over. They'll call that one out of bounds and call that one for a Charger point. So Bulldogs fall behind by 2 again, 10-8 game. Eleven sent that one back across. First hit there with the ladies. Second hit, and they're able to send that one back to the Chargers. Chargers send that one right back to the Bulldogs, but they're ready. Second hit there. And on that third hit, they're able to send that one back over to the Chargers. Second hit, third hit, first hit there. Second hit, and they send that one to the net. So the Chargers will lead by 3 again. 11-8 game. This is not the first time the Chargers lead by 3. They led by 3 back at a 5-8 game. And right now, they seem to be leading by 3 again. 2 hits, they were able to get that one back to the Chargers. First hit there, second hit. First hit there by the Lady Bulldogs. Second hit, and they get that one back across. First hit there, second hit. They send that one back across. Lands right down inbounds, and a 12-8 game comes up here. Bulldogs are 4 points down. So Bulldogs 4 points down. And so the score here is 12-8. Taking a look here at the huddles. Both of them seeming to have their own respectable point of views going on here. 12-8 game. Both teams, it takes a lot out of these teams to not give up, especially when you're the Bulldogs and you're down by 4 against the Chargers in this game. Chargers had a pretty good season out here in Brownsville. They've been able to dominate the rest of their field opponents, and so they're back out here on the court as they're pretty prepared and they're pretty sure that they can finish this one off as they're up by 4. 12-8, Bulldogs coming out of their huddle. And so we're ready to start here with some more game action after a 12-8 game comes up. The 11 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Chargers. Chargers are up by 4. They get that one over. Bulldogs hit that one, and they send that one right down. 13-8 game here. Bulldogs are falling quickly now. It's like a domino effect. You get 3 points on that board, and it scares another team. That one hits the net, so maybe that will give the Lady Bulldogs here some momentum, as that'll bring up a 13-9 game. Bulldogs looking to serve off the ball here. 14 looks to serve off the ball here for them. She gets that one across. Nicely done there. Second hit there by the Chargers, and they return that one. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit, and they send that one right down. So the Lady Bulldogs are able to keep another point out here on the board. 13-10 game going on. So what was a 5-point lead came back down to a 3-point lead, and the Lady Bulldogs looking to get another point off that board and tie this one up. Bulldogs send that one to the side after that one got hit back to them by the Chargers rather quickly. They weren't ready for that one, so 14-10 game will come up here, and the Chargers have another 4-point lead on them. It gets that one across, nicely hit. Nice second hit there. Out of bounds and good for a Charger point, 15-10 game. Chargers are up by 5 here in game 1. And they get that one nicely across there. First hit, a second hit, and they get that one back across. They'll land that one right back in the right back corner, and a 11-15 game will come up here. Coach is ready to do a switch off here. 2 will go out, and 1. So only 1 switch up on that one. And they get that one back across. Lady Chargers keeping that one on their side after the Bulldogs managed to keep that one on their side, so 15-12 side. Bulldogs serve off. Bulldogs get a nice serve off there. First hit, second hit, and they get that one back across. Hit, that one takes the back right corner. 16-12 game coming up here. Ready to send this ball back across. And so 25 ready to send this one across. She gets that one across. Nicely hit there. Nice second hit. They get that one back across. 11 is there. 25 is there. She gets that one back. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit. They send that one back to number 10. Second hit there. They send that one. Nice hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they get that one back across. Goes down on Charger number 11. Can see her there. She didn't expect to give that point away to the Bulldogs here, but anyways, that'll bring up a 16-13 game. Even though she didn't expect it, that's what happened. And Bulldogs send that one back across. Nice hit there. Illegal hit. And that one will bring up a 14-16 game. Bulldogs are down by 2. Lady Bulldogs really want to win this one, so they got to figure out a way to finish up the game. That one gets nicely across. First hit there, second hit. First hit, a nice second hit there. And they'll send that one back across. That one will go out of bounds, and a 17-14 game will come up here. So Bulldogs trail by 3. 7 to serve off the ball here for the Chargers. 7 gets that one across. Nicely hit there. And the Bulldogs unable to return that one, so a 17-14 game will come up here. 18-14 game. Chargers lead by 4. 7 to serve off again. 7 gets a nice serve off there. First hit, second hit. And they get that one back across. The Chargers send that one to their net. And a 18-15 game will come up here. Little switch off there. 14 going out, 13 coming in. And to serve off the ball, the Lady Bulldogs have... Can't see her number. She gets that one nicely across. Second hit there. Third hit as they return that one. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit, and they return that one to the Chargers. Good for a Bulldog point. 18-16 game here. Bulldogs are down by 2. Chargers would call their first time out of the night here after they had a 5-point lead. They brought it down to a 2-point lead. And let's go ahead and take you to the huddle here. We're looking at the coach. You can see she's outraged by the fact that this occurred. She's telling her girls, you know, look at it. You were up by 5 and now you're only up by 2. What's going on here? Taking a look here at the Bulldog huddle. Coach Dodge, she really just wants to tell her girls, you know what, y'all just need to calm down a little bit and work out those bugs here. I know that you all feel a little bit of anxiety since this is the playoffs, but this is just like every other game. I know that at least that's what I would be telling my players if I was down there. I know that there's 2 ways of coaching. One of them is by force and by making your players scared of you, and the other one is by, kindness. And that's always been a big saying, kill them with kindness. Well, that's what the Lady Bulldogs are trying to do here. The Lady Bulldog coach, Coach Dodge, that's what she's known for, killing them with kindness. So her players are able to get another point up on the board. 18-17 game coming up here. The coach over there for the Chargers looks upset after they're down by another point. Bulldogs getting that one back across. Chargers send that one back to the Bulldogs. First hit there, second hit. And they send that one back to the Chargers. Chargers aren't giving up though. Bulldogs send that one back across. And that will go ahead and put them tied up here at an 18-18 game. And that's exactly what you want to see here if you're the Lady Bulldogs. Now if you're the Lady Chargers, that's not quite what you want to see on the board right now. You don't want to see that your opponent was able to come back from a 5-point being behind to leading you. And actually, right now they're tied. So it's all about not giving up that last point here. That one goes out of bounds and good for a Chargers point, so the Chargers managed to keep the lead here in 19-18 game. 11 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Chargers. She gets that one across, nicely hit there by the Bulldogs. 2 hits, 3rd hit, they're able to send that one back across. Out of bounds, and that'll bring up a 20-18 game, so the Bulldogs fall behind again by 2. 20-18 game here. 11 to serve off, her second serve off in a row here. She gets that one back across. Ladies get 2 hits, they send that one back to the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers, and they send that one right back to the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs, and they send that one right back to the Chargers. First hit there, nice second hit, and a 3rd hit, they get that one over. Bulldogs unable to return that one. 21-18 game here. Chargers are 4 points away from putting away game 1 here, as that'll bring up a 25-18. Right now it's 21-18. 11 gets that one across. First hit there by the Lady Bulldogs. Second hit, and they send that one back across. 11 hits that one, tips it, sends that back, and that'll count for a Bulldog point here. 21-19 game. Game. Bulldogs serve off. Bulldogs get that one across. Nicely hit there. First hit, second hit. And they get that one back across. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they manage to send that one back to the Chargers. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs sending that one back to 11. Chargers send that one back to the Bulldogs after that one hit the net. They send that one up. They're wanting to take back a lead here, and that'll bring up a 21-20 game here. Bulldogs trail by 1. They have to be able to get this point on the board if you want to be able to pull out with the win here, because it's the first one to 25, and right now you're down by 1. First hit there, second hit, and they're unable to send that one back across. So a 21-21 game will come up here. Lady Bulldogs have it all tied up at 21-21. Bulldogs send that one across. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they managed to send that one back across, and they take the lead here in this game. So game 1, the Bulldogs finally take a lead here, 22-21 game. And that'll bring up a 1-point lead here for the Lady Bulldogs. They'll give away that lead, though, that they had by sending that one to the net. 22-22 game here. All the Bulldogs went over there and they talked to their server and they said, you know what, you did hit that one to the net, but we're not upset at you because you were able to put us back on this board and put us back in this game. So nice hit there. Second hit. And the Lady Bulldogs get that point. 23-22 game here. So the Lady Bulldogs, they're on a roll here tonight. 3 will serve off the ball here for them. 3 gets that one across. Nicely hit there by 11. 1, and they send that one back across. Lady Bulldogs don't want to give this one back. They send that one back across as they didn't want to give up a point. So the Lady Bulldogs send that one back. And that will bring up a 24-22 game here. Lady Bulldogs 1 point away from putting away game 1 here. 22-24 game, ladies and gentlemen. 1 point away from putting away this game, and the Lady Chargers will call a timeout here. Let's go and take a look at their huddle here. See how upset their coach is after they're falling behind. They're down by 2, and Bulldogs are 1 point away from putting away this game. You can see she's very upset, practically yelling at her players down there. Let's go and take you to the Bulldog huddle. And you can see that Coach Dodge, like I said, she leads by respecting her girls, and she knows that they're young adults, and with that she allows them to act like such. She doesn't say, I'm the coach and this is what we're doing. She says, girls, I know y'all have what it takes, and that's why we're up by 2 right now. So number 3 wants to finish off this game. She gets that one across to the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers. Bulldogs with the second hit there. And they'll have to send this one back over. 11 sends that one backwards. That one's kept alive. Nicely done there. 2 hits, they send that one over. Lady Chargers do not want to give this one up. Lady Bulldogs send that one back across, and the Bulldogs will win this one. So Bulldogs win game 1, 25-22 game here, and we have an injured veteran on the play here. So 25-22 game. That's game 1 here. Lady Bulldogs leading. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break here. And she's able to get back up. We wish you all the best. Hope your injury isn't too severe. So that'll be the end of game 1 with a 25-20 game here. And the Lady Chargers have to get ready for game 2 here. Tonight we have the best 3 out of 5 rallies in this playoff game. So the Lady Bulldogs getting ready here. We have 2 minutes and 53 seconds until the next game. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds until game 2. And we'll be right back. You're watching And so we're ready to get started here with some more volleyball game action in Brownsville, Texas. The weather is about 77 degrees outside with a nice chill helped from a 10-mile-per-hour southeast wind. And so we're ready to go here with game action, as the Lady Chargers will be the first one to serve off the ball here. Lady Bulldogs managed to pull away with a game win in game 1 as a 25-22 game came up. An injury occurred at the end of that game, and yet the Lady Bulldogs, they just persevered right through and they went ahead and won game 1. And the Lady Chargers will get ready to serve off the ball here. Referees telling the cheerleading team that they need to move. Let's take a look at them. We have the Lady Chargers here. The Lady Cheerleading Chargers here tonight supporting their team. We do not have the Lady Bulldog cheer team here. Sad to see that they didn't come out, but we still feel for them all the more. First hit there, second hit, and they're able to get that one over. Nicely done there. And the Lady Chargers do not come away with that first one, as that one will bring up a 0-1 game here. Lady Bulldogs are up by 1 currently, with Bulldogs to serve off. So they get that serve off. Nicely done there. Nice first hit, second hit, and the Chargers send that one back to the Bulldogs. They want to be able to put away this game faster than they did game 1. And that one will count for a Chargers point. So that'll tie up this one at 1-1. Looks like what we saw here in game 1, because that game was an all tied up game. It was 1-1, 2-2 until it came out to 25-22, and the Bulldogs took that first game. That's right now not seeming to be the case. Bulldogs send that one to the net, and a 2-1 game will come up here. Chargers are up by 1 right now, with the Bulldogs to serve off the ball. And so the Chargers get a nice serve there. First hit there, second, and they send that one back to the Lady Chargers. First hit there by the Chargers, second hit as they send that one over to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs with the second hit there, and they get that one. That one sticks on the net, and that'll put the Chargers up to a 3-1 game here. They're up 2 over the Lady Bulldogs. Chargers get a nice serve on that one. First hit there, second hit, and they managed to get that one over to the Lady Chargers. Bulldogs are there. Second hit there. And they managed to send that one back to the Lady Chargers, but out of bounds, so that one will bring up a 4-1 game. Chargers are up by 3. Chargers up by 3 as a 4-1 game comes up here. Chargers to serve this one off. They get that one nicely across. First hit there, nice second hit. And they'll send that one back over to the Lady Chargers. Out of bounds, and Bulldogs will get another point on the board here to make this one a 2-4 game. Bulldogs are down by 2. They want to be able to get back up so that they can win this game. And so right now that looks like a difficult situation. They get that one back over to the Chargers. Second hit there, and the Chargers send that ball back over. Lady Bulldogs were ready there though. They send that one back again, and they do a sort of the same thing with a little force on that one, and so that one will bring up a 3-4 game here. Lady Bulldogs still trail by 1, but they're coming back in this game as we take a look at them. 8 will serve off the ball. She gets that one nicely across. First hit there, nice second hit, and they send that one back over. Bulldogs are there. Second hit there, and they're still able to send that one back across. They will call that one for a double. 5-3 game here as the Lady Chargers lead by 2. 11 00 sent that one back across. 9 is there, and 7 sending that one to Charger number 11. Chargers sending that one back. First hit there, nice second hit there, and they'll send that one down. Good for a Bulldog point. Bulldogs have a 4-5 game here. They're down by 1. They want to be able to come back and win this game, so you have to be able to get 2 points on this board. 1 will tie it, but 2 will make you have the lead. They get that one across, nicely done there, and another Bulldog point, so they will tie up this game at a 5-5 game. And so the Lady Chargers to serve off the ball, Lady Bulldogs, number 2 to serve off the ball. 2 gets a nice serve off there, second hit there by the Chargers, and a nice third hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs, they sort of send that one back. Second hit, and they send that one back across to the Chargers. First hit, Bulldogs send that one back across. They're calling over the net on the Bulldogs, and a 5-6 game will come up here. The home team has 6, so the Chargers have 6, and the Bulldogs have 5. Bulldogs are not far from putting away game 1 here. From putting away game 2. They put away game 1, 25-22 here. Let's see if they can put away game 2. And they get that one back across. That one was a lot of back and forth action right there just at the net. And she sends that one away. 6-6 game here. It's all tied up, and the Lady Bulldogs have been able to keep it to a 1-point lead to them being able to tie it. They haven't led here in game 2, but then again, when you look back at game 1, they didn't lead much either. They get that one over, nice hit there. And so the Chargers keeping that one on their side. Chargers are able to send that one back to the Bulldogs. Second hit there. That one will count for a Charger point, and a 7-6 game will come up here. Chargers are up by 1. Bulldogs make a little switch. 9 goes out, 7 comes in, and 11 will serve off the ball here. So 11's ready to serve off the ball here for the Chargers. She sent that one across. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit, and they send that one back. Bulldog point here, 7-7 game. Lady Bulldogs wanting to stay in this one as they're keeping it alive, 7-7. Three serves that one across. Nice hit there by the Chargers. Second hit, and the Bulldogs send that one back down on the Chargers. A 8-7 game will come up here, and the Bulldogs have their first lead of game 2. So Bulldogs lead by 1, 8-7 game here. 3 will serve off. 3 gets another nice serve off there. Hit to 0-0, and the Bulldogs sending that one back to the Chargers. They'll call that one for a Charger point as that one went out of bounds, and that one will tie up this game again at an 8-8 game. So Bulldogs had their first lead of the game, and then they went ahead and gave that one up with a out of bounds hit, and that will bring up a 8-8. Bulldogs send that one back to the Chargers. Chargers managing to keep that one alive. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit, And the Bulldogs send that one back to the Chargers. First hit there, second hit, and they send that one back over. First hit there by the Bulldogs, second hit, third hit, they get that one back across. First hit, second hit, out of bounds, good for a Bulldog point, and a 9-8 game will come up here. Bulldogs lead by 1 again. So they gave up a point, then recap of the past minute and a half or so. They gained the lead with a 8-7 game, and then they gave back the lead to the Lady Chargers with a 8-8 game, and then it became a 9-8 game where the Lady Bulldogs came away with another point. And right now they just made it an 8-10 game where they lead by 2. Bulldogs sending that one back, and they'll be able to return that one to the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers. And the Chargers send that one right back to the Bulldogs. Second hit there. They get that one across. Bulldogs having that one on their side. Chargers send that one back, but not before the Bulldogs manage to send that one back across, and a Charger point will be given to the Lady Bulldogs here as they're able to bring up an 8-11 game. 14 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs after we come back from a timeout here. 8-11 game. Lady Bulldogs up by 3. You can see Coach Dodge. She's happy about this, but at the same time, you cannot become too happy with this, because then you start giving up and you start getting to the point where you're like, well, you know what? We made it 8-11. That's fine enough. No, it's not. You have to be able to keep gaining a lead here. Let's take a look at the Chargers, and the Chargers look upset. So Charger coach number 23 right there is getting the brunt of this as the Charger coach is upset. Lady Bulldogs come back onto the court, and the Lady Chargers have to come back on here after that buzzer will sound, so they're forced to come back on here. Coach wasn't done talking to them. And let's go and take a look here. Lady Bulldogs will serve off the ball. 14 will serve off the ball for them. 14 getting that one to the net. And the Bulldogs give up a point, making this a 9-11 game. Still not bad effort here from the Lady Bulldogs, as they were able to gain a 3-point lead. They gave up 1 point to the Chargers, and the Chargers have to be able to come in and take back this game. Bulldogs right now have a 2-point lead. Chargers send that one back to the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs will send that one back to the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers. Third hit as they send that one back across. First hit, second hit, and a third hit. They send that one back across. Last touch by the Chargers, and a 9-12 game will come up here. Lady Bulldogs taking back a point there on their lead as they had a 3-point lead. They gave it up and made it a 2-point lead, and now they're back to a 3-point lead with a 9-12 game. Bulldogs get that one back across. First hit there, second hit. First hit there. And they'll send that one back across. First hit there, second hit there. That one's back across, and that one's good for a Charger point. So a 10-12 game will come up here with the Chargers down by 2. Chargers will serve off the ball here. Chargers get that one barely over the net, but still over the net. Third hit, and they get that one over to the Chargers. Second hit there. Chargers sending that one back. Bulldogs were ready there. Second hit, and the Bulldogs send that one right back down on the Chargers, and 13-12 game will come up here. So Bulldogs maintaining a 3-point lead. 3 will go out, and 7 will come in for the Bulldogs. They're ready to serve off this ball. They get that one nicely across there. First hit, second hit, and that one gets over to the Bulldogs. Out of bounds, and that one will bring up a 11-13 game. Bulldogs give up a point here, making their lead only by 2. A Lady Chargers try and serve this one over. Nice serve off there. First hit, second hit there by the Bulldogs. And they send that one back to the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers. And the Chargers send a third hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they send that one down to the Chargers. Second hit as they send that one right back across. First hit there. Second hit. First hit there. Second hit. and they get that one back across. Lady Bulldogs are ready. They send that one back across. Charger point there. A 12-13 game will come up here, and the Bulldogs will decrease their lead to only 1 now. So the Bulldogs only lead by 1 with 00 serving off the ball for the Chargers. 00 gets that one across. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit. And they get that one down to the Chargers. A Bulldog point will come up here. A 14-12 game will come up with the Bulldogs up by 2. Switch off there. 14 will go out, and 13 will come in, and 2 will come in to serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 gets that one across. Nicely done there. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And they managed to get that one back across. Nicely done there. First hit. Second hit as they send that one back over. First hit there. Second hit. And the Bulldogs send that one back to the Chargers. First hit. Second hit. Bulldogs send that one right down on the Chargers. Excuse me. It's the other way around. Chargers send that one right down on the Bulldogs. 13-14 game here. Bulldogs only maintain a 1-point lead. 1 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Chargers. 1 gets that one across. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And they are unable to send that one back because that one will make this a tied-up game at a 14-14 game. So 14-14 game comes up here. Chargers send that one back across. First hit there, second hit there, and on the third hit they send that one back to 00. Bulldogs getting that ball back. They'll send that one back to the Chargers, and the Chargers are still able to keep this one alive. First hit there by the Bulldogs, second hit, and the Bulldogs send that one back across, but out of bounds, so a 14-15 game will come up, and the Chargers will take a 1-point lead here over the Bulldogs. At one time, the Bulldogs led by 3, and now they trail by 1. First hit there for them. Second hit, they get that one over. Chargers send that one back. Second hit there, and they send that one back across to the Bulldogs. Second hit there. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit. Out of bounds and good for a Bulldog point. So the Bulldogs will take this one back at a 15-15 game. Bulldogs will serve off the ball here. 5 will go in, and 9 will go out. So 6 with a nice serve off there. First hit, second hit. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit. And they send that one back to the Chargers. Bulldogs point there. 16-15 game here. The Lady Bulldogs take a 1-point lead. Like I said, they had a 3-point lead. They gave it away. They trailed by 1. And now they lead by 1. 6 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. As they lead by 1, and the Chargers did a little switch up there. 21 went out and 23 came in. That one gets nicely across there. First hit, second hit, and they send that one back across. Bulldogs not wanting to give up that point, and I don't think they'll have to. They get that one back over, but let's see if they're able to keep this one. They're unable to keep that one. 16-16 game comes up here, and the Bulldogs and Chargers are tied again at 16-16. Chargers will serve off the ball here. Chargers get that one across to the Bulldogs. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit, and they send that one over. Chargers says that one, second hit, and they're able to send that one back over. Bulldogs send that one right back at them, and a Bulldog point comes up from that, so the Bulldogs take a 1-point lead here as a 17-16 game will come up. 3 will come in to serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets that one across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit, third hit. Bulldogs managed to keep that one on the Chargers side, and a Bulldog point will come up here. 18-16 game. Bulldogs lead by 2 with 3 to serve off the ball here for them. Three gets that one across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit, and the Chargers send that one back. So the Bulldogs give up a point there after gaining 2, so it becomes a 1-2 game with a 17-18 game here. What I meant when I said 1-2 was that the Lady Bulldogs lead by 1. And the Lady Chargers are 2 points away from tying up this game. Chargers ready to serve off the ball here. 21 will serve off the ball here for the Chargers shortly. To the net, and a Bulldog point will come up. 19-17 game. Bulldogs up by 3. So a 19-17 game here as the Bulldogs are up by 2. They get that one across. Nicely done there. First hit there. Second hit to the net. Sent backwards. They're trying to keep this one alive. They send that one back to the Bulldogs. First hit there. Second hit. And they send that one back over. First hit there. Second hit. They send that one back to the Chargers. Second hit there for the Chargers. Third hit. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit. And the Lady Bulldogs send that one back across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit. Out of bounds and good for a Bulldog point. So a 20-17 game comes up here. Bulldogs are 5 points away from putting away this game with 14 to serve off the ball. 14 gets that one nicely across. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And on the third hit, they send that one back. Another Bulldog point there. 21-17 game here. Bulldogs are now 4 points away from putting away game 2. Chargers call a timeout. Like I said, there's 2 ways to lead. There's to lead with force, and there's to lead with happiness and respect for your girls. And Coach Dodge, she does a good job of showing that she will respect her girls. She will lead them the best that she knows how. And that's exactly what she does here. As she gets that one, as she has her girls up by 21-17. Taking a look here at the Chargers, the coach looks upset here. It's a 17-21 game. You can see this isn't where she wanted to be. And so a 17-21 game here in game 2. Bulldogs won game 1. Let's see if they can win game 2. You need the best 3 out of 5 here tonight. So let's see who can pull that out of their hat. Who can pull a rabbit out of their hat tonight. Bulldogs come out of the court, and the Chargers came out right before them. We had action of both of them breaking out of their huddles and coming back to the court here. 14 will now serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. 14 gets that one across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit there. And the Chargers send that one back across. First hit there. Second hit. And the Chargers get that ball sent back to them. Second hit there. Bulldogs get the first hit there. Second hit. And they send that one back to the Chargers. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit. Chargers pound that one down, and a 18-21 game will come up here. Lady Bulldogs did not want to give up a point there, but they had to. 18-21 game. You can see that the Charger coach got a little bit excited with that because this is a good sign that her team may be able to come back. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. Third hit as they send that one back. They're unable to send that one back. Actually, they get that one over the net, but they'll call a 4-hit play. You're only allowed to hit this ball 3 times before you send it over the net. Otherwise, it'll count for a point for the other team automatically. So the Bulldogs send that one back. They're able to make this one a 23-18 game here. And I tell you, these Lady Bulldogs, they knew what they have to do coming in here. They're showing that right here. Let's see if they're able to finish this one off quickly or how many more points will be given up to the Chargers. That one taken out of bounds on a 24-18 game will come up here. And so a 24-18 game. And 8 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. They get that one across. First hit there, second hit. Chargers send that one back over. Out of bounds after being touched by the Bulldogs, and a 19-24 game will come up here. They have to win by 2, and right now the Lady Bulldogs have the 2 points, but they're 1 point away shy from winning the game, as it's a 19-24 game, and you have to have 25. First hit there by the Bulldogs, second hit. They send that one back across. First hit there by the Chargers. Sent out of bounds, and the Lady Bulldogs win game 2 with a 19-25 game. They won game 1 with a 22-25 game. So a 19-25 and a 22-25. Lady Bulldogs want to put this one away on a 3-game streak. As you can see here, the Chargers are upset I would take you to a quick commercial break here, but I want to quickly show you the Charger coach and how she is going to look at her team and, in other words, tell them this isn't acceptable. Like I said, you can lead with anger and force, or you can lead with respect and the confidence in your team that you've raised them right and you've taught them right. So with that, we'll go ahead and we'll be back here with some more game action. That was game 2. Final score on that one was 22-20. And we're ready to get started here with game 3 action as the Lady Bulldogs come back onto the court. Lady Chargers are still in their huddle. They're getting ready to break out. They break out right now, and we have a minute to the next game. But if you don't need the minute, then the referees will go ahead and start the game. And that will be the case here. So the referees will go ahead and start the game with a minute to go here. So they don't need that minute, as the Lady Bulldogs will get ready to serve off the ball here. We can see the Bulldogs, and we can see the Chargers. Both teams looking very ready here. So we're ready to go here. Bulldogs ready to serve off the ball. And so 6 gets ready to serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs to start off game 3. She gets that one over, nicely done there. First hit there, second hit, sends that one back over. And that first point will go to the Chargers, as that'll bring up a 1-0 game. Chargers are up by 1. Chargers get a nice serve off there. First hit there, second hit, and the Bulldogs send that one back across to the Chargers. Bulldogs want to put this one away. That one will hit the net and be good for a Bulldog point to tie this one up at 1-1. So a 1-1 game here. The Lady Bulldogs serve off the ball. Bulldogs send that one across. First hit there, second hit, and they send that one out of bounds. So good for a Bulldog point there. 2-1. Bulldogs are up by 1. Lady Bulldogs serve off this ball. Bulldogs get that one across. Nicely done there. Second hit there. Third hit. Chargers send that one out of bounds again. Chargers are putting way too much force on this ball as they keep hitting it out of bounds every single time that they hit it. 3-1 game here. The Bulldogs serve off the ball. Bulldogs get that one across again. First hit there, second hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. They're able to get that one back on 2 hits, but too much force from the Bulldogs on that one, and that'll bring up a 2-3 game as the Bulldogs will trail by 1. They'll lead by 1, and they'll now lead by 2 after that ball hit the net. So a 4-2 game here for the Lady Bulldogs against the Lady Chargers out in Brownsville, Texas, where the weather is currently about 76 degrees with a 10-mile-per-hour wind blowing from the southeast. Tomorrow the sunrise will happen at 6:54. For you early bird risers, you already know that. And for you late bird risers, well, you don't get to see the sunrise. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the sunrise here in McAllen, Texas, Brownsville, Texas, or anywhere in the Rio Grande Valley is always beautiful. As when you live in the valley, we pride ourselves on our sunrises and our sunsets. Come and take a stay at the beach, South Padre Island. Come play at Schlitterbaum, Texas. 3-4 game here as the Lady Chargers trail by 1. 00 serving off the ball. 00 gets that one across. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And the Bulldogs send that one back across. First hit there. And they'll call that one for a Bulldog point there. So a 5-3 game comes up. Bulldogs get that one back across. First hit there. Second hit there as they send that one over. First hit, second hit. Chargers send that one back over. Bulldogs are ready. Bulldogs are unable to send that one back, so a 4-5 game will now come up. They get that one over. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit. Bulldogs trying to send this one back. They're able to get that one over the net. First hit there, second hit. They'll call that one for a Bulldog point as that one went out of bounds. The Bulldogs did not touch that one. So a 6-4 game will come up here with the Bulldogs up by 2. Bulldogs to serve off the ball. She gets that one over. Nicely done there. First hit, second hit. And the Bulldogs send that one right back down. So a 7-4 game comes up here. Lady Bulldogs want to put away this game. And I'm not sure if they'll be able to. They get that one over. So a nice hit there by the Chargers. Second hit, third hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. Bulldogs send that one right down to an empty slot. That one bounces up, hits 0-0 in the face, and is good for a Mchi point. So a 4-8 game comes up here with the Lady Bulldog number 3 serving off the ball. She gets that one over. Nicely done there. 0-0 there. Second hit. Third hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. And they send that one over to the Chargers. So a 9-4 game comes up here. Lady Bulldogs are up. Bulldogs excited. You can't let the excitement get in the way, though, as you still have to put away this last game to be able to win. So you can't get too excited. You have to be able to put away this last game to be able to win, like I was saying earlier. 4-9 game here. The Bulldogs are up by 5. And taking a look here at the Chargers, you can see that their coach is upset from the outcome that her girls are giving her. Taking a look here at the Bulldogs, they're already back out here on the court and ready to go. Some more game action here from Brownsville, Texas. So Bulldogs are out on the court. I'm taking a look here at the Lady Chargers. They look like they're ready to come back out on the court this time. Last time I know that the coach was barking orders at them as they still came back onto the court. So they're ready to go here. And the Bulldogs will serve off the ball. Bulldogs get that one across. First hit there, second hit as they're able to send that one back to the Chargers. Another Bulldog point there, so a 10-4 game will come up. And the Bulldogs are now up by 8. They're up by 6. Nice serve across there. First hit there, second hit there. Bulldogs get that ball sent back to them. Second hit there by the Lady Bulldogs. Bulldogs sending that one back to the Chargers. First hit there, second hit. And they send that one back across. Out of bounds and good for a Bulldog point. So a 4-11 game, even when they don't try. Not when they don't try, but even when they make a mistake, the points end up going their way, which is really nice if you're the Bulldogs. 4-11 game. First hit there, second hit there, and a third hit. Gets that one over, sent back on the Chargers. 4-12 game here. Chargers are now down by 8. Bulldog number 3 sent that one back across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit sent out of bounds and good for a Bulldog point. So a 13-4 game will come up. 3 will serve off the ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. 3 sent that one back across. First hit there, second hit. They send that one. First hit there. Second hit as they're able to send that one right back. Second hit. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit. And the Bulldogs send that one to the net. So their first mistake of game 3. That'll bring up a 5-13 game. 5-13 game. 11 to serve off the ball here for the Chargers. Chargers get that one over to the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And the Bulldogs send that one back over Chargers able to send that one back over. First hit there, second hit. And the Bulldogs send that one down on the Chargers. Good for a Bulldog point. Bulldogs getting excited here. 5-14. Switch off as 14 will come in. 13 will go out. 12 will also come in. And 7 will go out. So 14 to go out here. 14 serves off the ball. Nice hit there. Second hit there by the Chargers. And then Chargers send that one back over. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And the Bulldogs are unable to send that one back across, as this one will become a 6-14 game. So the Chargers are not out of it yet, as this one, they just gave up another point to the Chargers here. So a 6-14 game comes up. Chargers get that one back to the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs send that one back across. Bulldog point on that one, and a 15-6 game comes up. Bulldogs are 10 points away from putting away game 3, and that will mean if they can get those 10 points, they'll move on to the next round here in playoffs. Not sure if they'll be able to get those 10 points. Let's see. They get that one over. First hit there. They'll call that one inbounds, and that one was. It had the corner in front of it, the front corner right there. Got over the net and placed itself nicely in there. So a 7-15 game comes up here. Lady Bulldogs are 10 points away from putting away this game. Bulldogs get that ball sent back to them by the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers. Chargers send that one back. First hit there, second hit there. And the Chargers get that ball sent over to the Bulldogs. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit by the Bulldogs. And the Chargers are still able to send that one back. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And they send that one back to the Chargers. First hit there, second hit. Bulldogs sending that one back. Chargers last to test that one, and that one's good for another Bulldog point. 7-16 game going on here. You can see the Lady Bulldogs are getting very excited, as they're pretty sure that they can pull away with the game win in game 3. We're not sure yet. They're still 9 points away from putting away game 3. They put away game 1 and game 2. Scores in those were 22-25 and 25-19. And they're able to score another point here on the Lady Chargers, and that'll bring up a 8-16 game. So the Lady Bulldogs lead by 8. 7 with the nice serve off there for the Chargers. First hit there for the Bulldogs, second hit, and they send that one back to the Chargers. Chargers give up a point to the Bulldogs on that one. 18-17 game here. So 8-17 game here. Bulldogs are a couple of points away from putting away game 3 here. Bulldogs will serve off the ball. Referee is checking here for any serving issues that they may have as far as lineup. Because you do have to show yourself to the referee when you're about to switch out. 14 and 13 are waiting there for the switch out. It's just a volleyball rule here that you have to show yourself to the referee before you switch out. 8-17 game here. So 13 and 14 are waiting to switch out. Referee says, okay, you know what? You can go in and you can switch out now. So the referee allows the switch out. It's not the fact that the referee will not allow the switch out. It's the fact that he needs to be able to see it. And so the Bulldogs, number 2, will serve off the ball here for the Bulldogs. Charger 25 just finished speaking with the ref. Not sure what she was talking about, but you could see clearly that they were talking. And so the Bulldog number 2 ready to serve off. She gets a nice serve off there. First hit, second hit, and they send that ball out of bounds. Good for a Bulldog point. 18-8 game comes up here. Bulldogs are up by 10. 2 gets another nice serve across there. First hit, second hit, and a first hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit. Bulldogs send that one down. Last touch by the Chargers. 19-8 game here. So 19-8 game here. the Lady Bulldogs to serve off the ball. 2 will serve off the ball here for the Bulldogs. 2 gets that one over. Nicely hit there by the Chargers. Second hit there by the Chargers, and the Chargers get that one back over. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs send that one back over to the Chargers and get another point on that one. 8-20 game. So an 8-20 game here. Bulldogs are 5 points away from putting away game 3 here. 2 gets another nice serve off across there. First hit, second hit, and third hit. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit, and a third hit. They send that one over. Good for a Bulldog point. 21-8 game. So a 21-8 game with 2 to serve off the ball here. 2 serves that one across. Nicely done there. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. And they'll send that one back across to the Chargers. First hit there, second hit. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And they send that one back across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit. And they send that one back. First hit by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs give up a point there. 9-21 game now. Chargers are 4 points away from putting away. Bulldogs are 4 points away from putting away game 3 here. 00 serves that one back across. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And the Lady Bulldogs serve that one back across to number 0. They get that one over. First hit there. Second hit. Bulldogs give up another point here. 10-21. So a 10-21 game here. Chargers send that one back across. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. They send that one back across. Second hit there by the Chargers. Chargers not wanting to give up any more points. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs sending that one back across to the Chargers. Second point. Bulldogs send that one back. 11-21 game here. Bulldogs now only lead by 10. They're only 4 points away from putting away this game. But not before the Bulldogs will call a timeout here after a 21-11 game comes up. You can't blame Coach Dodge for calling a timeout here, as her girls, they seem to have lost the momentum there, and the Chargers seem to have picked it up. So she called the momentum changer by calling a timeout. And in volleyball, that's really what you call a timeout, a momentum changer. Because with that, you're usually able to come back in, slow down your opponent, and the Chargers, for once in multiple timeouts, we see them coming out a little bit happy. Bulldogs came back out. Coach Dodge, she showed the utmost respect for her players, as she said, you know what, girls, we have 4 points to put away this game. Let's do it now. Bulldogs get that one across. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit over to the Chargers. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit. First hit there for the Bulldogs. Second hit. No luck. They'll give up another point. 12-21 game comes up. So a 12-21 game comes up here with 00 to serve off the ball here for the Lady Chargers. Bulldogs with the first hit, second hit, and Bulldogs send that one back across to the Chargers. Second hit there, third hit, first hit there by the Bulldogs as they send that one back across. First hit there, second hit, and the Bulldogs will get another point on the board here after giving up about 3 or 4 points. So that'll bring up a 22-12 game. Bulldogs are now 3 points away from putting away game 3. Nice serve across. First hit there by the Chargers. Second hit there. Chargers send that one back across. Bulldogs give up another point. 13-22 game. Bulldogs are now 3 points away from putting away this game. Will they be able to put away this game, though? That's a question. Charger 1 sent that one across. First hit there. Second hit. Bulldogs send that one back to the Chargers. Chargers trying to keep this one alive. They're able to send that one back over to the Bulldogs. Second hit there. And the Bulldogs send that one back over to the Chargers. And the Bulldogs get a point. 23-13 game. Bulldogs are now 2 points away from putting away this game. Can they do it? And if they can, how long will it take them? 3 gets that one across. Nicely done there. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit there by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs sending that one back across. First hit. A little miscommunication there as we have 2 players that fall down. That one's good for a Charger point after going out of bounds. Just fell out of bounds. 23-13 game. Look like we might have a injury on the court, but she looks all right. Should probably take her out for precaution. You can notice they took a bad hit on that last collision. 14-23 game here. So 11 to serve off the ball here for the Chargers. To serve off the ball here for the Chargers. 14-23 game. Bulldogs 2 points away from putting away this game. First hit there by the Bulldogs. Second hit. And the Bulldogs send that one back over. Hits a 0-0. Second hit there. Third hit to the net. Good for a Bulldog point. 24-14 game. Bulldogs are now 1 point away from putting away this game and going to the next level of playoffs, which is so the Bulldogs send that one over. First hit there, second hit, they get that one back across, and the Lady Bulldogs will take it. So they take the game here, and as they take that game, they'll walk up to the net to say good game to one another, and that will bring the Lady Bulldogs up to playing in the area round of playoffs for this volleyball postseason game. And so the Chargers, it's bittersweet for them. They give up. That'll be the end of their season. And yet the Bulldogs, they'll get to move on to the next level here. So the Bulldogs are going to be able to move on to the next level. Bulldogs will be able to move on to the next level after winning game 1 with 25-19, 25-22, 25-19 in game 2, and a 25-14 in game 3. So that'll be first game, second game, and third game. They're able to put that one away simply on 3 games, and that'll be the end here. So the Lady Bulldogs take it over the Lady Chargers in simple 3 games. And that'll be the game tonight here. You just finished watching some by-district playoff action here between the Bulldogs, McAllen Bulldogs, and the Brownsville Chargers. And so thank you for watching. This has been Nathaniel Mchaka.